Hey everybody, welcome to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill. Joining me as always is Dave.
How you doing today?
Steve.
Hi everybody.
And Malia.
Hello everyone.
Yeah, episode 66, recorded on August 23rd, 2024. What do we got, folks?
Another great week went by, and the week went so fast, it spun my hat around.
It did kind of go
Spun
fast.
your hat around.
It spun my hat around. It was that
Spun me
kind
round
of
and
week.
round.
Yeah, round and round.
You better close that window. You got a breeze in there, Dave.
That what it is? So we were just sitting here ratchet jawing before we got started here. Malia went and did a little target practice tonight, and looks like she's sitting here bragging she's the only one that got a headshot. The guy's going, shoot for the chest, boom, right in the head. And so
I wanted to go for the head. I was like, I already shot the chest. The head's got like no holes in it yet.
So did you shoot it to where it looked like a smiley face?
No, that's a good idea though. I'll try that next
That's when
time.
you're showing off.
yeah, that's when you just showing off. Yeah,
I can't eat that good. It'd be like a weird looking smiley face.
it didn't say it had to be.
Or you shoot 7 shots and there's only one hole, and they go, "Well, hell, you missed 6 of them." No, I put them all through the same hole.
Same hole.
Yeah, there was a lady who actually did that. She did a good job. She actually did that. But nah, I wanted to spray mine around a little bit.
Well, that takes all the
Spray
fun.
them around.
Spray it around.
I want to get him everywhere. I want to make sure that sucker wasn't going to get
Works
away
like a
from me.
shotgun, scatter.
That's,
Get that good.
I'm used to shooting a shotgun. So that's, yeah.
Get that good scatter.
fun.
pin. I like your shirts there, Steve. How can somebody go about and get one of those nice shirts you got hanging on the wall?
Flags.
Well, I'll tell you what. Like that one fella, he in Ohio just sent us an email and said, "Hey, you guys need to sell some merch."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, buddy, give me your address and I'll just mail you one."
So he got on there and threw you out a little
You
notice.
better watch what you ask for.
He pushed
Yeah.
a bunch of his buddies on to listen to us and stuff, so I sent him a shirt.
Well, that was
Oh,
pretty cool.
God.
And down there at the truck show, I had the first guy that they always say, "You got T-shirts?"
wagon.
And I always tell myself, the first one to ask me if we have shirts, I'm just going to give him one.
Yep.
And I gave the one guy one, and the next thing you know, here come 10 of his kids.
Yeah. In West Virginia, you got to realize
they're
they're
$50 a piece.
don't they come in grosses down there, the families? In gross 120?
Oh, no.
Everybody got a
about
pretty
groceries?
mouth.
Gross was 60 or something.
Is gross 60? We used to buy our
Something like
M80s that way back in the day. Get a gross M80s.
Yep.
I think it was 60. Yeah, that does sound right now.
think
that
that's what it was.
about it. God, when's the last time you shot off fireworks? I haven't done it in years.
Last month.
Did you for what?
You got kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4th
No,
of
I
July,
haven't done
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's been. I can remember we stopping down there at Boomtown in Missouri
Oh,
when
yeah.
I went to Sykeston, and I went in there. I bought a pallet's worth, dude. I spent $600 at that place. And
It's
Well,
so
Mama
easy
ain't
to
got
do.
no check this week, but we got fireworks.
no, but I thought we was gonna get arrested because them things were so illegal. I had one pallet that it was the size of a pallet, the 48 by 48.
Yeah.
And it was covered. You lit one fuse and it shot off like 5,000 repeaters, one after another.
Mm.
That's a lot of little shells going on.
Yeah. Well, did you do that out in
And
the
by the
field
time it
or
was
something? Or
done,
did you do it in town?
No, I did it out at my father-in-law's pond, and that pallet was on fire by the time they all got done shooting off that sucker. It was terrible. It was terrible far as being loud and obnoxious, and it was.
I had a neighbor that loved shooting them off, and he would come out here every 4th of July, shoot them off. And I get up the next morning and skim the pool and pull all the the shellings out of there and stuff. I didn't mind it. It was a good time.
I had a neighbor that had a little miniature about this big and it weighed probably 60 pounds, a cannon that he made, casted it himself when he worked at the foundry, and he would light that thing off like once or twice a year.
What,
The
he just
cops
used
would
gunpowder?
come. Yeah, and
Yeah.
wad and packing.
Yeah.
When that thing went off, it was like a stick of dynamite.
Well, we got a
It
holiday
would shake
weekend
the
coming up
windows
here.
in your
don't
house a half mile away.
we? We got a big
Earthquake,
weekend coming
earthquake.
up here. 3-day weekend, isn't it, this weekend?
Oh, do
no,
we?
I
You
think
might
it's next
have.
I
weekend.
think. Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. Isn't it coming up?
I'm
next
off
weekend?
anyway.
Oh,
This
For
is
yeah.
my
Right.
3-day weekend right now.
Oh,
got a doctor's appointment coming up Friday, so
so you're off
Butt
Friday and
doctor?
Monday?
Proctologist,
didn't know about
get your
Monday.
Prostate check.
Well, the holidays. Holiday
no,
Monday.
it's just
isn't
my regular appointment. I've not been to her since she put me on the metformin and the losartan. So
it? Trying to get him all skinny and stuff.
So
I thought you had the butt doctor, Bill.
I've not done
Proctologist.
that yet. I can't get in.
I'll tell you
I
what.
can't line up a ride home from it. So
Well, I went to one of
Dave?
them and I thought it was the worst. It was the worst dentist I ever been to,
correct.
Bill.
da. They're training
I
them
couldn't-
guys to do everything
I-
now.
Well, what I was confused when I went in. He checked me, but I couldn't understand why both his hands were on my shoulder while he was probing. But
Oh my.
it worked. I guess I had no bumps.
I do have a joke for you.
Oh, we haven't heard of.
It's a little long, but I'll try and consolidate as fast as I can to get through.
Yeah, this show's short.
I think it's hilarious. It's one I heard the other day. It was one Norm Macdonald told, and it was a little dirty Johnny joke. And teacher's up there asking, and he's holding his hand up, and she skips him and skips him. She goes to this one little girl, and the little girl says, she told the kids that the teacher said, "I wanted you guys to tell me a story and then give me the moral of the story." Little girl raises her hand and says, "My dad works at the hatchery, and he picks all the eggs and he puts them all in the same basket, and he was pushing the cart around and the eggs fell off and they all broke." She said, "What's the moral story?" She says, "Don't ever put all your eggs in one basket." Teacher says, "Very good." Well, another raising her hand, Johnny, she's like, no. The little girl, "My dad works at the hatchery too, and he goes around and counts all the chickens, and he counts all the chicks and the chickens, and sometimes he counts the eggs too. But then they end up getting knocked over and broke." So she says, "What's the moral story?" She says, Don't put all your chickens, or don't count your chickens before they hatch." He says, "Oh,
Yeah.
pretty good." Well, Johnny's got his hand up, and she gets to Johnny. He says, God damn, I can't get through that.
I know.
My Uncle Terry was in Vietnam, and when he was over there, his platoon left him 3 bottles of whiskey and 3 machine guns, and they left him, deserted him. He woke up and they was all gone, and he got mad. He grabbed a bottle of whiskey, drank it down, and grabbed the machine guns and just shot up this whole town over there in Vietnam. He says, "I don't know whether there's good people for us or bad people against us, but he killed them all, men, women, children." He says he just shot them all. And after he got done shooting them, he looked down and he thought he pissed himself. He said, "But one of them bottles of whiskey broke," so he grabbed the other one and drank it. And the teacher said, "Oh my God." She says, "What is the moral of that story?" And Johnny goes, "You don't fuck with Uncle Terry when he's drunk."
That was kind of
I'm
fucked
sorry.
up.
I thought that was fun. That was
That
hilarious.
is about-
That was dark.
Since you
Yeah, it
brought
was. It was.
since you brought the eggs up, did you know if you put eggs in water and if the egg floats, it's bad?
Floats.
Oh,
bad,
bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah, they have to sit on the bottom.
Eat one.
Eat
Eat one,
one.
see what
Don't
happens.
eat the floating eggs.
You'll be on the shitter and lickety split, brother. You think that Metamucil popes through you, bud?
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't no
Egg.
bad eggs. Hell no.
Yeah.
That
You
is
don't eat a
terrible.
box of raisins either. My
You-
son learned that the hard way. I kept telling him, "You can't eat all these raisins." He's like, "Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can." It was not even that long later. He's grabbing his rear, running through the house. He's like, "Can't eat." A
No,
box of
That
the
and
raisins.
prunes.
When my one daughter was little, she's in a tub, and I went in there, and it looked like rabbit turds in the tub. And I yelled at my wife to come get her. I said, "She's shit in the tub." She's like, "No, she was eating a box of raisins. They just swelled back up."
Now they're grapes. We're having them for dinner tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Speaking of grapes, take your grapes and when you bring them home, throw them in your freezer freeze your grapes and then eat them when they're frozen because
Yeah, they're good that way.
they taste like little slushies right in the middle. They don't freeze solid. They freeze in there and it's like eating little slushies.
Well, I
They're
usually
wonderful.
soak them in bourbon first, Dave.
Well, yeah, they can do that too, but some of the people can't
I
have
did
bourbon.
not. I hadn't even considered doing that. I've never heard
Oh.
of that.
Oh,
really
it's
good.
wonderful.
It's,
Oh.
In the summer, it's amazing.
It is.
Nice,
It's so
cold
refreshing.
snack.
The centers are all like little slushies.
So they don't completely freeze solid.
Mm-mm.
Oh, shit. That's happening
There
today.
you go, Bill.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
not like I need that much more fiber in my diet, though.
It never hurts to have fiber.
Well, you take
Oh, yeah.
you take something every day, don't you? That
I take
fiber.
twice a day, yeah. A lot of it.
No way, dude.
That
No
way
way.
I
Is
can.
that mini wheats?
No, I take,
Doesn't
I
that
take
have
the,
fiber? I don't know.
the
Old people
Metamucil
cereal.
capsules.
What'd you do? Did you eat a bale of straw or what?
Every little bit helps, you know.
Well, we must be getting into fall because I've already seen the Halloween stuff at the stores, and I've seen the pumpkin spice out already.
I was going to go there. I was going to go there.
They were
The-
talking about the pumpkin
white girl
spice
jokes,
on a couple
yeah.
other shows.
The pumpkin spice is out already.
And I'm thinking to myself,
Yeah.
yeah, I like
Much.
pumpkin spice.
We weren't even done with summer, and when I grew
Well,
up,
once you have one, you're like, yeah, I'm good.
yeah, that's way with me. It's like
Yeah, I
peanut
don't really
butter.
care
Now-
for it. The only time I wear a
The
pumpkin spice.
that coffee stuff, no, but like pumpkin cupcakes, bread,
I like a
cake,
good pumpkin roll.
pumpkin cheesecake. Oh my god!
Oh, speaking of cheesecake, Bill, why don't you announce what you
Yes.
wasn't supposed to? Somebody went to
Was he go-
Pennsylvania.
Are you serious? It's
Yes.
not Trucker World.
Yes,
Oh,
he had to
yeah.
stop
You're a
at Trucker
dick.
World.
You're a
Yeah.
dick.
Malia, there's two places over
Yeah,
in
like
Ohio that's called
And
Trucker
he didn't bring
World.
enough back for everybody, did he?
And they sell
Their
giant,
cooler was stocked, buddy.
giant
all of them.
cheesecake, all
Yeah.
different kinds of flavors.
The one
I
time I
love
stopped there, I
cheesecake.
got like 3 pieces, and she goes, "That'll be $32.50." I'm like, "What?"
They're
Wow.
big,
That was
but-
the second best cheesecake Three Fat Truckers has ever had.
Oh yeah, the first was down there in
The best
Louisville.
was
First.
Ditto's down in Louisville.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
You mean
Yeah.
when we went under the viaduct?
They had that sugar gravy on it.
Sugar
Oh
gravy.
wow, that sounds good.
I don't know what it was, but that
You'll be there next
It
year.
was
You'll
pretty
see.
good.
Yeah, you'll get to see. Do we need
they
to
didn't have it last
pause?
time we was there this year, though.
No,
It's close enough, yeah. When we return, we'll get into an article about Love's opening 16th California travel stop when we return. Back to live action.
and now the news.
Now for my geezer
For you
glasses.
folks that was with us last week, I was clued into this story.
You're
Yeah.
already giving them a hint. Yeah.
Yeah, heads up on the news story.
All right. This
Well,
comes
there's
from
a theme to it.
Is there?
Yeah.
All right. So this comes from the Trucker. Love's opens 16th California travel stop featuring 111 parking spots. That sounds interesting.
Wow.
And a dog park.
And they're all straight in ones.
So if there's 111, you're only
How
using
else would you
60
do
of them.
it? You pull
Angles,
crooked.
angle. No, the angle ones work
I'm
better.
teasing you, Dave.
Everybody rips your hood off on them straight in ones.
I don't understand why they can build
straight
rest
in
areas.
and straight out. Yeah.
Rest areas, the new rest areas they build nowadays are fantastic, but they can't build a truck stop with easy parking.
That's because they're all pull-through spots.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
have
what
to
I'm
back
saying.
into any of them.
You have no excuse.
Yeah.
So-
You know,
Well, go ahead and finish, Malia.
Well,
Right,
let me see
because-
when you got your tandems all the way to the front. Let's back in beside somebody,
Eh.
so the back of the trailer can swing 10 feet each way. Yeah.
All right, let's have it.
All right, so this article is by Dana Guthrie, August 23rd, 2024. Oklahoma
Look at that,
City-
guys. News on time.
It's dangerous.
Unheard of. Unheard of.
Except for by the time
It'll
it
be a
releases,
week old.
It will be a week old, yes.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Love's has announced the opening of its 16th travel stop in California featuring 111 parking spots for professionals, a dog park, and numerous other amenities. The release noted that customers can expect a Speedco shop as well as 8 RV parking spaces with hookups, water and sewer services for overnight stays to open in the near future. Those traveling with dogs will also have access to a new dog park. And 3 dogs died. Did you just put that?
Yes.
Was I
Don't read
supposed to
anything
read it?
Steve types. Don't read anything Steve types. Let me tell you.
Okay,
They did
I'm
not.
gonna let Malia in on a little secret here. When Bill read the news for the longest time, I would be ahead of him typing in bogus stuff into the stories, and he would just read it. He wouldn't proof. Cole read it,
I had no
and he
idea
would
what I
just
was
read
reading.
whatever I put.
Yeah.
And I put shit in all sorts of, ridiculous. And he's reading it, and as he's reading it, he can hear the wheels screeching to a halt in his head as he's listening to himself say it, and he's like, "That don't sound right."
But he just keeps going.
I was trying. I wasn't fast enough to get ahead of you, or I'd have typed I would have put a whole paragraph down there for you.
No dogs died in the making of
No,
this
no one-
commercial.
No dogs
I'm pretty
died.
good at making stuff. Ask Bill. I'm pretty good at making shit up.
Yeah.
We used to have a segment on the show called Truth or Not or whatever.
And we might
Yeah.
get back to it here. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Well,
And it was-
the reason I brought this news story up, because we all seen Loves, and Loves are okay. Like I said, we're complaining about their straight-in parking. They can't do like the Petros and the TAs, put it at an angle.
I'll tell you what I don't like about Love's is when you pay for gas, they hold so much money. Like if your gas is $80, they hold $175 for a few days.
Really?
A hold
Yeah.
on your card. Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
if you go in and pay for your gas, if your gas is 40, they hold an additional 40. Whatever your gas is, they hold.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very irritating when you're traveling. So to be totally honest with you, I avoid the Loves when I travel because I don't really care for all that.
Well, what brought this up, the reason I did, me and Malia were talking last week after
Malia
the
and
truck
I.
show. Malia and I and Malia.
Me and
you
Malia.
Malia. Malia was talking about how many dogs are with truck drivers. And we have a number of guys we work with that have traveling pets. And there was quite a few at the truck show. I guess you guys seen it in West Virginia too. So
Yeah, I
That
was
be-
following them around, getting pictures. I was like,
So-
man, I should have brought treats because then they would have just came right over.
You know, it's
I forgot
interesting.
to tell you, I have a whole box of milk bone treats in the back seat of my truck.
I want to hand them out at the
Why?
I
next
did think
show.
about it.
Yeah,
There you go.
What'd you say, Bill?
Yeah, I got dog treats in the truck.
You
I've
have-
been
They're
working with
delicious,
my.
Dave.
Oh, you like eating them?
I wait for Dave to say something.
I've been
Oh,
working
Dave.
with my dog Jesse. I want to start taking him to some of the shows. Well, he's not my dog, but he's my son's. But
I've
he's
never
nice
had a
to-
dog in the truck. Have you guys ever taken
No.
a pet
Yep.
in the truck?
I had one for 15 years.
Did you?
in your
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah, when I worked the same day. Yeah,
A dog or
I
your
had a truck
wife?
that had him.
What was it?
No,
What
my
was the
dog.
breed?
Jack Russell. Not Jack Russell, but a rat terrier, little
Rat
terrier.
Huh.
Yep.
My
There's
last
what, I-
dog was a Jack Russell and Lab mix. Now, I don't know which one was which.
Who was the short and who was the tall?
Don't them
But-
Jack Russells jump real high? So you had a lab that could jump real high? That's
It
not
doesn't
safe.
matter which way you think of it. It's hilarious. Trying to imagine how
Oh no!
one
I
dog
seen
got
a
into the
wiener
other.
dog get a hold of a lab, and they had Labrador puppies. They were slammed to the
Weird
ground like
looking.
lowriders.
I
Funny
just-
looking.
people
I
should
had-
get in trouble for mixing some of these breeds. That's just terrible.
I had a
A Great Dane and Chihuahua.
no, it was
No.
we had a what's that stupid dog? No, the one that had the real long hair. The real long hair.
Afghan.
Collie?
Yes, an Afghan hound. My sister had an Afghan hound, and it mated with my neighbor's Doberman Pinscher. And that was the weirdest looking Doberman Pinscher with the long hair on it. Had the pointy ears. So there are some weird mixes out there.
Well, they
There
were
are.
Chihuahuas and wiener dogs. I call them Chiweenies.
Well, I have
There's
I have a Pomchi.
all
It's a
sorts of weird
Chihuahua
names for 'em.
Pomeranian. Yeah, and then
Pomsky.
I have a, and then I have a boxer, golden retriever, and then a beagle, blue tick hound.
So
mix
does
or
golden
whatever.
retrievers only retrieve gold?
Mine hasn't brought any home. I wish he would. It's like, you know, I guys got to work on that.
Exit. Stage left already.
Yeah, I need to
Try
work on
again.
that.
Look at that.
Them dogs, they're like humans. They don't give a shit. They'll just
They're
Mate
much
with
just
each
like we
other.
are.
Yeah, they'll just mate with
I mean,
each
I've
other. They
seen
don't
some
give a damn
people's
about-
kids. They should not be breeding.
Oh,
You know.
God.
Everybody says them babies are all cute, and I'm like, yeah, not all of them.
I can't think of a single person I know that should have been mating at any point.
Me included.
I mean, not a one.
Oh.
We should have all
Well,
just.
Malia, you don't know this, but Bill has a first family and a second family, is what Steve says.
The ones he's with
Oh, he
now is
does?
what he calls the replacement kids.
Oh my!
I think he was talking about my adopted family. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his kids.
Yeah, I found out I was adopted at birth when I was 45, and that God, we ain't got enough time to get into all that.
Yeah. He needs to write a book.
Yes, yes,
It would be interesting.
yes.
It's
Yeah.
died down somewhat, and it's
We've had good
He's actually-
therapy talks.
Malia, he's actually married. He's married to his sister, and he didn't know it.
oh well.
She's looking at me with "Is that true?"
Well-
or no?
Yeah, that's why he didn't go to West Virginia. He didn't want to see the family reunion.
Bill,
Yeah, I
you
looked for you. I looked for you at in West Virginia. I looked
Yeah,
everywhere.
what was the picture about the tights? The guy in the tights.
tights.
Who sent me the picture of the guy that had the real tight shorts on? One of you
I
guys
didn't
sent me
send.
a
Oh, I
picture.
did.
Oh,
I
you
was
did?
Said I look damn sexy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, I haven't worn
well, we
Speedo.
found David. We did find you there
Yeah, well,
on a scooter.
Yeah, you were on
Yeah.
that scooter. He's a skeleton on the back of that scooter on that tow truck. that
Steve
we
walks
sent
around the
you.
corner and he goes, "Look, Dave showed up." I was like, "Really? He's
She's
here?"
like,
He's like, "Yeah."
She goes, really? He's here? I said, yeah, right here. Look. And she's like, that's not him.
I started
he's
laughing.
fatter than that.
Then I went looking for Bill. There was a Bart on a truck. I went and asked him, "Have you seen Bill? Where's Bill?"
I did see Bart. That's a pretty good picture. Yeah.
Nobody can answer my question. Well, Steve, where'd you find Bill? In the showers? You
Yeah.
said?
Yeah.
And I got a
did.
picture
And he's
of.
like, he's like, LOL. Look, telephones. There's no telephones no more.
Yeah, that sign that you sent had all that beer
Yeah.
out in front, and it said
Well,
phones and
I
showers.
said, there's beer. Yeah.
I bet the phones ain't in there no more.
The driver's lounge with the big screen TV and all the chairs stacked up. You had to stack them down to. There was
Watch
nobody in there. But
You know what? I remembered something today when I was
Because
getting
we got
fuel.
internet.
I remembered today when I was getting fuel. Do you remember when we used to have to call in all that information at the
Oh, yeah.
pump?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before we had to type all that in. I'd completely forgotten about
Yeah.
that. But I
Had
saw
to deal
a
with the
phone.
com check, remember?
Yeah, oh my God, that was nightmare.
The old
see, I
com
remember when I worked for Genova and we had RFID readers in the windshield. You just pulled underneath the thing, get out, and start pumping. You have to do nothing.
check? Oh, I see
read-
that Love's
it read
have them. It's
overhead.
called a quick
Yeah.
trip, I think is what it's called. QT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genova had all that stuff.
Speaking
Yeah, that was
of
pretty
that,
nice. If it worked, it was nice.
there is something new coming down the pipeline, and I was going to bring it up.
I've had enough new shit because it's never anything that really helps.
Well, yeah. Oh,
the
well,
bugs ain't worked out, but is it?
they're still fighting the speed limit thing, and I think that's going to go into
Oh,
effect.
don't even get me going on
The
speed limits.
limiters?
Yeah, it's going to all trucks one speed, and
What?
So,
What good
they-
would that?
Are they? Is it
Wouldn't
going
that
through
like
or not
cluster
going through?
everybody up?
We're clustered up.
Oh, yeah.
We're clustered up the way it is, man.
Split speed limit is the most dangerous thing in the world because a car's running 70, the truck's running 60, and he comes around to pass somebody, and boom, there's a truck there, slams right in the back of him. People die. It is
I just
the
don't think that's a
stupidest
good
thing.
idea to do that.
It's not.
It's like going to Ohio and they go 55 then 70 county to county. That just irritates me.
They are
Well,
not
yeah, what-
going to listen to any drivers. I promise.
You hush your dirty mouth about Ohio. They have drive-through liquor
Oh, my
stores.
dirty mouth.
She-
No, don't
she
get.
come-
You will
They
get.
have drive-through liquor stores there. There's nothing better.
Well, that's like on the
Welcome
side.
to Ohio, where drinking and driving
love-
does mix.
I love those drive-through gas stations, and all that. But
But I
that's
love
why
the-
I go
Well,
those
this is where you
back
drive
ways.
through and they'll give you a case of beer and a fifth of Jack Daniels. Take your money. Okay, see ya. If you're pulling out, they're slamming them down.
Yeah, but when you
Well,
pull into the
Michigan,
rest
they
park,
give
they're going to
you-
get a DOT inspection.
In Michigan, you can get it to go. You can go in and eat somewhere, and you can get a beer in a cup with a lid and a straw to go.
No,
Oh, there's some that
I'll
have
tell you
pizza.
Right now,
They'll make pizza right
I've
there.
watched ladies at Applebee's get the to-go box, pour their margarita in, and put a hole in the top of the styrofoam
No
and drink it out of
way.
the tray.
That is terrible.
But they didn't have ribs.
They did not have ribs tonight.
Or
I was
nuggets.
guilty of
Where's
it.
my
I'm gonna have-
nuggets?
I'm gonna have to hit Shigs and Pit or something tomorrow sometime, maybe. I don't know.
Yep. Well, we got a
Chicken
new one
is
in
good.
town.
Yeah,
What's the
down
new
by
one?
Maple Crest.
Yeah, it's called Buddies. No.
Miss Buddies, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, or you're talking about a barbecue place? In
Yeah,
Denver?
there's a new barbecue
Yeah.
place in town.
Mm-mm.
Mike sent me
I
the
don't know. I
thing on
used
it.
to,
And by
Used to go
town,
up there
we
to
mean
Lucille-
Fort Wayne, Indiana,
Lucille's
for those of
off
you
of-
that are like, what do you mean
off
in
of Lima
town?
up there.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana, folks.
And Mike was our producer that don't produce very well, sent me the information on it. So
Of
Yep.
course, back in
Well,
my day,
you've
whenever
been to
I would tell
Lucille's, haven't
somebody,
you, Dave?
I have a what?
Have you been to Lucille's? On
Yeah,
Lima?
I know him. Yeah, he were good friends. Yeah, he's borrowed my cooker
Yeah, that's-
several times.
Yeah. They don't have
So-
too bad up there.
No, he does. He does pretty good.
Who do you guys like better in town?
Dave's
barbecue.
low and slow.
Wow,
Me.
you're not. You.
Steve's
I just
better
opened
than
that right up
Dave's.
for that, didn't
You open
I?
that up. As Malia has sold probably about 10,000 slabs of ribs for me.
I did. I would outsell just about everybody because I would get out there and tell them.
I need to find some on sale while I'm up here so I can take back about 50 slabs.
Are they not on sale down by you guys?
No. It's been
Winn Dixie don't have
Expensive.
ribs?
expensive. They ain't got no Winn-Dixie. I did go by in West Virginia. I did pass up Piggly Wiggly.
Yes. So
Piggly Wiggly? Well, what is your big grocery
Yep.
store down there?
I think it's called Food City is about the main one, and it's expensive.
Mm.
Then you got the little IGAs around, and then pretty much it's Save-A-Lot
Save a lot.
down there. So there's Save-A-Lots everywhere.
Are they owned by the Amish like
No.
they are in Grable?
The Save a Lot?
No.
Save a
Oh,
lot's
they
owned
are.
by the Amish in Grable.
Yeah.
they'll go in there and they'll
The
clean that
community
joint
owns-
out too, boy.
The Save a Lot in Grable, apparently. I mean, I think it's rated at one of the top Save a Lots.
Wouldn't doubt me because you can go in there
they're
and get
owned
fresh
by-
cookies.
It's owned by the
Grable's
community.
Cookies.
A handful of.
We got a Yoder. We got a store down
the
our
only
way
one
called
that's not in the
Yoder's. It's
ghetto.
Same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're right, Bill.
But what's the one
Ghetto.
that's from Germany, Bill? That's supposed to be
Aldi.
Aldi.
Mhm.
And everybody says, I
Yeah.
go to Aldi, it's cheaper. And it's really not cheaper. They just,
No.
but they have things you can't get at other stores. Too.
They have a better selection.
Yeah, they got
sometimes
good
other
German
ones.
chocolate, and they have some stuff you
Yeah.
can get there.
Yeah, there's just one right around the corner from me right here.
But I hate having to give them a stupid quarter from a stinking
I was just
cart.
going to bring that up. It's like,
You don't have to. You don't. If you not figured how to do that, you just put that.
I
in
take my
one
pocket
of
knife
your
and
keys.
jam in there, and
Just the people put their key in it, their house key.
oh,
If it's right in the slot, push it in.
You
pull it
cheap
apart, and then
bastards. God's
Plug it back
sake.
in, pull your key out.
Stick a damn quarter in it.
right? Just.
who?
What
Bill,
frustrates
Hey, I
me
got
about it
children
is
from
I get all the way
Chuck E.
over
Cheese,
there,
too.
forget I need a quarter, then I have to go all the way back to my truck to get a quarter. 'cause-
Bill, how much cash you have on you right now?
None, but I've always got a quarter in the ashtray.
right
Yeah.
in your truck. Or
Yeah,
How
and
much
you
you
get
got
all
there?
the way up to the door, and you go,
I do.
damn it. Go back to the truck, get the quarter.
How much cash?
No.
How much cash you got on you, Dave?
Right now?
None.
No, I got probably about $35.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Steve froze.
And you still can't stick that in the cart, by the way. It's not a quarter.
I keep about 400 or 500 on me all the time.
No, I don't carry that much on
I
me.
always keep cash.
No. So,
Well,
Well,
It's
now
because
I
I
know
brought
I'll get in
change
your
with me to
vehicle
take
for
to the
dog
bank.
treats and cash.
I turned in about 90 pounds of change.
Well,
do you
here
turn
we
it
are
in
at the
now?
end again.
No way.
Yeah,
man, we're just getting rolling.
that's our
It
lives
keeps coming
flying
up
by.
like that, don't it?
Yeah.
Every time.
Sneaks up on
Is
you.
it?
So we
But
got
anyway.
anything big we need to talk about? Anything coming out? Anything we need to promote?
I don't think
Anything
we got anything.
We got any truck shows coming?
I have to get on Miss.
I haven't looked at
Flatbed
Red's
Red.
calendar
Yeah.
for a while to see
Gotta
what,
see what's coming up.
what the next ones are around the area.
I know there's a big car show in
Good.
Evansville this weekend. So
You assume that there's a car show in Evansville because you saw a lot of
there's a lot of cars.
custom cars.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
And then he'll say, "Okay, let's go." And then call him that morning. Oh man, it's next week. He did that to me the one time. I'm like, "I'll be there." Okay. Oh, hey, dude, it's next week. I was
Yeah.
wrong.
That was the Goshen show, and that was probably one of the best truck shows I've been to this year.
I will not miss that again.
That is,
I promise.
We're going to do a little bigger, and we're going to promote and help push that one. That is the Blessing of the Truck up in Goshen. That is
Oh,
an
wow.
awesome time.
Yeah,
Awesome time.
We will be there for that for sure.
There you go.
Nice.
All right, kids, we got to get out of here. We'll
Well,
be back in a
before we
week.
sign off, I still like to thank Carrie again down there in West Virginia. That was the chapter president of that one down there. When we were down there at the truck show, he welcomed us with open arms, and it was a good time. So
Yeah.
check it out next year.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Right
Definitely can't go wrong on the good truck shows we come across and find, and everybody's and people reach out. If there's something you want us to check out, jump in there, throw us an email, throw Bill a message and everything. But the West Virginia County Road Chapter 5th Annual Truck Show at the U Save Travel Plaza was awesome, and these guys went to it last year. And you guys get a chance, give them some love, go check it out next year. So.
Right on. Get a hold of us, show at 3ftpodcast.org. Hit us up on the socials. We've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group. You can comment directly on the website, 3ftpodcast.org. We'll be back next week. Until then, I've been Bill.
And your buddy Dave, TikToker.
And and Malia.
And Steve, have a good week. Be safe.
Have a good
All
one,
right,
folks.
guys.
All right, bye, guys.